There's an old saying that goes, the one who writes learns twice. And that's obviously whenever you write something down, you learned it, you write it, so you rethink it. You're learning it twice. But a workaround around this exact same saying is the one who teaches learns twice. If you learn something and you teach it to somebody else, you teaching it, first of all, you're speaking it again, so you're learning it twice, right? But you're also saying it in your own words, and you're trying to figure out more of the deeper fundamentals of what you're teaching. So it gives you a better understanding of it as well. So with anything you learn, if you get somewhat adept at it, when you teach somebody, you're rethinking those basic principles that you learned, but you're also going more in depth in your own understanding and being able to verbalize it to somebody else, trying to help them understand it through what you're saying. This is one of the biggest reasons why I enjoy doing this YouTube channel, is because the things that I learn about, if I decide to make a video on it, I'm actively relearning, reteaching, and probably gaining a better understanding of what I'm talking about. So this is something that I've always kind of clung onto, is teaching, in a sense of almost everything that I do. Whenever I got into the gym, as I learned more things about how to work out properly, how to diet, I taught everybody around me, all my friends, people who would just ask me, very willing to give up free information, because I'm not just helping them, I'm also helping myself. But this is something that was very, very reinforced in me through jiu-jitsu. Before, it was really just, I was just doing it to be nice, pretty much. But with jiu-jitsu, I've gotten a very deep understanding of how well this works, because a lot of the time in jiu-jitsu classes, I'd imagine it's most martial arts as well, but I'm just speaking about jiu-jitsu because it's something that I've learned, or it's something that I practice. But whenever you have somebody ask you to teach them something, or you go out of your way to teach somebody something, you are diving very deep into the basics of that one specific thing. So I'm sure everybody watching this knows what an arm bar is. So somebody could ask me how to do an arm bar, and I could just teach them the very straightforward basic idea of how to do it, like just literally how to do it. Or I could break it down a ton, just keep breaking it down until it really clicks for them, and how they understand how to actually do it, how to get there, how to do it properly and make it to the best of its ability, right? It's from my understanding, because obviously people are better than me and know how to break it down even better. But whenever I do that for somebody who's worse than me, I'm giving myself a better understanding of that move, and I'm also ingraining it deeper into my head, so whenever I go to do it subconsciously, like just naturally, like I'm not having to think at all, then it's going to be even easier, because I've been able to learn how to speak through it and make it better to understand for somebody who doesn't even know how to do it, if that makes sense. But jiu-jitsu is what really got this idea into my head and helped me kind of push it through the rest of my life in other areas as well. And this is another thing that's also done that for me as well, because that's what most of these videos are. It's something that I learned about, read about, whatever the case is. I learned about it in some way, and then I made a video talking about it. So it's me ingraining that same lesson into myself even deeper, helping me to remember that. It's basically studying, but better. Because instead of just reading my same thing over and over again, I'm speaking it, trying to explain it better, maybe help somebody else understand that. And if I end up saying something that really resonates with myself, then I'm going to understand it much deeper. It's like getting a key piece of insight into something that you never picked up on before. Like maybe it's something you've done for a very long time, and then all of a sudden something just clicks for you. That is what can happen whenever you teach other people. Now, back to what the original saying is about the person who writes twice learns twice. That is simply just saying, just never stop writing. So never stop being somebody who takes notes, journal, do things like that, because whenever you're somebody who can do that, you're unwinding your thoughts. That's whenever you're journaling, right? But with writing, it's just whenever you learn about something, take notes, because it's going to help you learn better. But with journaling, it's a little different, but you're learning more about yourself, because you're unwinding your thoughts and you're basically just writing whatever comes to mind. And doing that helps you get to the core of a lot of your problems. This is kind of off topic from the original topic of the video, but it kind of just popped up in my head, so I'm gonna talk about it. But if you write as you're thinking, just whatever comes into your head, you write it down. It's very similar to speaking right now, actually, like me talking to the camera. Whatever comes into my head, I just say it. I'm trying not to think at all. So with journaling, you literally write whatever pops into your head. As it pops into your head, you write, and it can be about anything. Really, you can pick a prompt beforehand. So if you had this prompt picked out, maybe about why you feel a certain way about something, and you start writing about it without thinking, you're going to naturally find out what made you feel that way, because you're writing about what made you feel that way. in a way that you articulate it in a sense that, I'm trying to think how to explain this. You're really not thinking at all, so whatever you're feeling deep down is what's going to come out. So you figure something out about yourself that you didn't really, like, you knew it, but you didn't know you knew it, if that makes sense. So it's easier to learn about emotional stuff, trauma-based stuff, things that you've been feeling lately that you're trying to get over. Really just anything. If you have the correct prompt for it and you can just write, you're going to figure out that problem much quicker, and you'll be able to grow a lot as a person by actually trying to learn about yourself instead of just shoving it down, or maybe not even shoving it down, just not realizing that you are neglecting it. But really all I'm saying is to write and teach. Writing is one thing. Not everybody wants to write, and I get that. It's pretty boring, especially whenever it's about something you're already studying, because not many people enjoy studying to begin with. So maybe you add writing to it, it just makes it, two things you don't really want to be doing a lot of the time. But teaching, I feel like, is something very enjoyable for most people. Whenever you do it properly, do it with your own style, I guess. But again, I guess people don't enjoy teaching, so I just figured I'd rant about this because it's something that's helped me a lot in my own personal self-improvement journey. So give it a try. You don't necessarily have to do YouTube. You don't necessarily have to do a martial art, but they both help a long way. This helps specifically as a journal. Like you can treat it as a journal. You don't even got to post it. Just record yourself talking about something, and it goes a long way for improving your mental health. Martial arts, though, I recommend to everybody. So give one a try, at least once, to see if you like it or not. And it really is life-changing in multiple areas of life, not just learning how to defend yourself, but also just how to be a better person, learn more about yourself, and improve on things like discipline, learning a new skill, things like that. Overall, being a better person. So it gives you a good place to teach, too, whenever you start getting better about it. But yeah, that's really about it for this video. Kind of different than usual, but I need something to post, so here I am. I gotta start finding some new things. But got any value from this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.